Hey guys, how are you all doing today? I'm so excited for this vlog today. You can see the London shots in the background, a few skyscrapers and a London bus in the background, but I'm on my way very soon to the King Power Stadium to watch Chelsea versus Leicester. We're in the yellow kit today. I do not have a yellow kit, but I do have my Team Werner cap underneath. Getting a lift with a very known member of this channel to the game, and we'll be having a great time there. I want to see the King Power atmosphere. I want to see the away day atmosphere. It's going to be absolutely epic. I'm just waiting for Johnathan right now, and I'll show you in a sec. Yes guys, now in the car on the way, around 30 minutes till we get to Leicester, to the King Power Stadium. About to show who's driving the car right now. You probably would have guessed already. Johnathan Mann, how you doing, mate?
Good man, I'm absolutely buzzing for this game. First time we've worn the yellow kit this season. It's November. I'm hoping for a win today, man.
Exactly. And obviously Lukaku's injured today. Timo Werner looks like he's back. Do you expect Timo Werner to start today?
Off the bench, same with Pulisic. I expect him off the bench. Yeah, I think there'll be a little bit of change. Obviously, Silva's been away of international duty. Maybe Jorginho's played quite a lot recently. So I think there'll be a couple of surprises in the lineup, as always, from Tuchel. But I still expect a very solid 11 and one that, you know, should win. We haven't beaten Leicester in the league for 3 games, away from home for 3 games. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
Exactly, and yeah, it's going to be a great game. Leicester are missing Yuri Tielemans, a few other key players, but high line, Leicester high line, that just screams to me Timo Werner could start. Could be Christian Pulisic. Hudson-Odoi against Norwich, if you remember that, running behind. So yeah, it's going to be a great game, and we'll see you when we're near to the stadium. Yes guys, just behind us is the King Power Stadium of Leicester. It's absolutely buzzing around the ground, you can see that. Johnathan, what are your opinions on the atmosphere so far at the ground?
Great, loads of fans coming around the stadium, also Chelsea fans, you can hear them in voice already. I'm just buzzing for the game. You know, matched up in terms of formation. We've got a really strong lineup. The front three of Mount, Kai and Havertz, really excited for. So 3 points in the bag, hopefully today.
Yeah, for sure. And Thiago Silva starting.
Interesting because of Brazil, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what happens.
Yeah, against Jamie Vardy could be difficult, but yeah, it's going to be a great game. You can see that behind us. It's a beautiful stadium, and yeah, we'll see you inside. Alright Johnathan, I'm not going to ask you your half-time doors, I just want to ask you one question. What are your opinions on N'Golo Kante?
Incredible. When he put the ball in the back of there, it was just, wow, I just couldn't believe it. But yeah, great performance. Best first half, or best half we've had for a long time. Second half, let's just get a few more goals and let's really turn the screw and emphasise our top of the league status.
More clinicality, more goals, let's make it 5-0.
Dominant first half, let's clear the second as well.
Exactly, let's go into it, boys. There we have it guys, game over at King Power Stadium. Leicester City 0, Chelsea 3. Probably the most convincing performance of the season so far. First half goals from Antonio Rudiger and N'Golo Kante. That was probably one of my favourite goals of the season. And the second half, great counter-attacking goal by Christian Pulisic. The atmosphere, you can hear it on my voice, absolutely electric. One of the best away days. I've never been to an away day, but I can imagine this is one of the best that we've had for years. The fans were electric. The Thomas Tuchel chant was electric. And that game, you could see Leicester just finished outside the top 4 last season. such a gulf in class between these two teams. Leicester have some great players. Chelsea was still missing some players for today, but we did absolutely amazing and managed to dominate them from start to finish. They had nothing, and we absolutely deserved the win. Now on to Juventus on Tuesday, and we have the game against Man United on Sunday. Chelsea right now look to me as a Premier League title-winning team. There's no other if, buts or maybes about that. Chelsea will win the title, and what a game. So I'm here with Tom from Leicester Fan TV after the game. Fortunately for me, but unfortunately for Tom, 3-0 to Chelsea. To be honest, a complete demolition. A great performance. But Tom, I want to get your thoughts from a Leicester point of view. What were your opinions on the game as a whole?
Well, you boys did the same that Arsenal did. The first 20 minutes, battered us, got the 2-0 lead, fully deserved. Ran the show from start to finish and looked like a team who's be fighting for the championship this year. And fair play, two tools set you up in a winning mentality. Yeah. The wing backs flying down. The FA Cup final, I think he made a massive mistake by playing Reece James as your centre back instead of the wing back, where I think he's the most deadliest player on the pitch at the moment in the country, that role. And with Chilwell on the left, as much as we boo him today, he's a quality, and you boys are just you're flying. Yeah. And at the moment where Leicester, well, things are going downhill rapidly, and I think Brendan Rodgers is on borrowed time suddenly. Yeah,
I mean, there is rumours about Brendan Rodgers going to Man United at the end of the season. We don't know how true they are right now, but in terms of the tactics today, what would you say went wrong for Leicester? We saw a few changes, all Brighton back in there, a few changes, but what would you say went wrong today?
Tactically, we can't pass to the person in blue, mate. How many times did we give the ball straight to one of you boys on the halfway line? Not tracking runners, Kante picking the ball at the halfway line after being, skinning someone and then running 40 metres and smashing it with no one closing him down. It's basic football. I was warned by a Liverpool fan, third season syndrome. It happened at Liverpool. The players got bored of what he was trying to do. Yeah. I think the players are getting bored of what he's trying to do down here now. It doesn't look like a happy dressing room to me. Yeah. And if he wants to go Man U, he was rumoured with the Arsenal job and things started to go wrong after that rumour. Still starting to go wrong. This is off the back of last season. This isn't just this season performances. We won the FA Cup. I will never take that away, and we won the Community Shield for Rodgers, but this ain't a happy team out there for me. Yeah. And it sums it up when Casper and Madders having a slagging match near the end of the game because he didn't pass the ball to him or he couldn't pass the ball to him. But all game, mate, there wasn't enough movement on the part, and from start to finish, the difference between Leicester and yourself today, Leicester player gets the ball, two men close him down straight away, you nullified anything that was going to happen. Leicester get the ball, or Chelsea got the ball, we're standing there, we stood off you too much. Can't do that against top teams.
That's what I thought today. The pressing wasn't really there with Kante, so much room like you said, and Didi and Samari didn't really get up to the Jorginho and Kante, but what can you do? But yeah, I mentioned some of the Chelsea players. As a whole, you've watched this Chelsea team now live in person under Thomas Tuchel. Last season was Lampard's Chelsea, now it's Tuchel's Chelsea. Do you think this team can win the Premier League, and why do you think we can win the Premier League?
You're doing one thing, you're consistently winning games, and that's the difference. You were unlucky against Man City when I watched the game. I thought you were very unlucky against Man City. You didn't play the best of games you played all season, but you're unlucky to lose 1-0 in that. You probably could have got a point from it if you're honest about it. But that's probably the best team to come down here this season. Man U being here, we battered them 4-2. That's the difference. We've had one home performance, we've done well. You boys are winning every single week. You do that, you'll have every opportunity. Question I ask you boys, while you're standing here, what is Frank Lampard like as a manager? Because the rumours are that he's holding out for Rodgers to go to have an opportunity to come in. I'd love to know your opinions of Frank Lampard as a manager, because first season he did go to the Champions League on a depleted squad with a lot of academy players. Next season he won 14 games on the trot, lost 5 and got sacked. Seemed a bit harsh at the time, and obviously you've upgraded into Tuchel. He's a world-class manager in my opinion. But would Frank Lampard fit down at Filbert Way, or Filbert Street we're going to call it?
I'm going to be honest, I think if you wait out for the summer and let him build from June time, I think it could be a perfect role. You have the players here to play attacking football, you have a counter-pressing kind of system that you've worked on under Rodgers, you have a defence, an English defence that can be worked on with Johnny Evans, other players like that can speak the language and can kind of communicate out from the back. And I think this team, it could be suited to Lampard, but all I would say is I wouldn't sack Rodgers mid-season and bring in Lampard. He needs time to work with the players. As you saw when Lampard first came in, winning games, left, right and centre, beating Burnley 4-4-1, 4-2 was it? But great, yeah, I think it could be perfect. But yeah, Rodgers to Man United, Lampard to Chelsea could be a great idea. Apart from that, thank you for coming on, and sorry about the results.
No problem. Cheers, lads.